Okay, here we go. Welcome to Chi Talk. Today we're going to talk about luck, being lucky. Can we learn how to be more lucky? And whether after this talk you can go and fill up the lottery and win it, who knows? So, luck is a type of qi. Interesting. Good fortune. Good fortune in Chinese, a type of qi. There's many types of qi, about 400 different type of energies, and luck is another one of them. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming and tuning in midday. This is Chi Talk, and my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach. And I've been teaching this for over 10 years. And this podcast is gonna transcribe into a podcast called Awaken the Healer Within. And all the episodes are on there. There's different subjects. So I really encourage anybody that is a Qigong practitioner or practitioner of Chinese medicine can probably find by now we did so many of these chi talks, can probably find like an encyclopedia worth of talks and subject in traditional Chinese medicine. So tune in. It's fun and interesting, and there's meditation in every one of them. And if you are looking at this video on YouTube, please hit subscribe and check up the bell button if you want to get a notification for any new video that we're doing. So again, thank you for being here. And let's start like we always start with a little bit of a mindfulness practice in the middle of the day. Very healthy for the heart. So the heart meridian is active in this time, in noontime. And what the heart really wants is calmness, is healing the heart. So doing meditation at noontime is very good, or doing qigong at noontime, like what we have on Thursday at noon. So let's do just a little short opening ceremony, mindfulness ceremony. Uh, Allow yourself to gently close your eyes and come into the body, feeling the form and shape of your body as you sit here now. How do you know that you have a body? Because there's sensation. We call it physical sensation. Yeah, physical sensation. You know that you have a body because there's different sensation in different areas of the body. So just allow your mind to travel and check different areas, or just opening to the whole form and shape of it, like what I suggested in the beginning. And as you sit here now, let's go through the process of, we call it in Qigong, Song La. Yeah, when we start Qigong or meditation, as we move through the body, we notice areas of tension, of tightness, and we soften them. So as we travel through the body, we're noticing the shoulder, and we can sink down. We call it sink down or relax down. In other words, give way to gravity. Let the shoulder melt towards the chair or wherever you're sitting on. Let the hip bones be heavy. Soften the face. Soften and relax the belly. Notice if you hold any tension in the abdominal area. Just scanning the body and release tension, soften, and giving way to gravity. So instead of feeling that you have to hold yourself up, see if you can feel like you can be held by gravity. And as you relax and soften the body down, lift up the crown as well towards the ceiling and the sky. give you a sense of composure. And as you sit here, you're noticing that your body, with no effort on your part, is breathing. It just does it. You don't have to regulate or control the breath. You're just noticing there's a sensation of breath in the body. And how do you know that you're breathing? If you close your eyes, and how do you know that you're breathing? What is the sensation in your body that makes you aware, I am breathing? Air comes in and out. How do you know that? What in the body is moving and you feel it to make you notice that you are breathing? Let your mind rest comfortably in the sensation of breath in the body. One breath at a time. Allowing the breath, the sensation of breath, to harmonize, to soothe, to heal, and unify the body and mind. One breath at a time. As we come to a harmonized, relaxed, unified place, we look into our heart. We move our attention to the heart center. And smile to the heart. And each breath is a breath of joy, calm, that you breathe in the heart center. And as you breathe into the heart, bring the energy upwards towards the brain, the center of the brain. And think, happy brain. Open, happy thoughts, happy brain. Nourish your center of the brain. Breathing good, healthy chi into the center of your brain. And from the center of the brain, opening your eyes. Beautiful. Yeah, so the energy of of the liver and the spring opening into the eyes, into the brain, and climbs up and open to the eyes. And we talked about it last time about liver chi and inner vision, yeah, and the spring practice, and the spring. We want to focus on visualization. We want to focus on what we foresee in the future. That's the time to do it. The energy of the liver opens to the eyes. We talked about even that tears are a cleansing the liver because there are secretion fluids that come from the eyes. So the eyes and the liver strong connected. And we talked about also the archetype of liver types, like the explorer, or the people, the pioneers, the people that are ahead of the game. They're going and seeking new areas and exploring, people that are adventurers, and people that have courage to break through the confinement of society are liver type. A lot of inventors and people that yeah, invent things or break through the norm are more of a yang type, liver type. They see into the future, and this is the time to look and to see into the future, where how all of this connected to be lucky. You know, we know some people are lucky, just they, everything they do, it seems to work for them. And and the question is this, if luck is a type of chi, if good fortune is a luck of, as a type of chi, uh, can it be cultivated? And what is that cultivation is about? And that's a huge topic. That's a huge topic, and I'm not gonna even uh, try to cover all of this because it's not even possible. But we can just kind of play with some ideas around luck and about what it is, and how to cultivate that chi. So so just if you remember a time when you felt lucky, you felt the things come your way. So a lot of times it's connected with synchronicity, the things that you are in the flow. Um, Usually when we are feeling feeling good, things come our way easier. One of the things that to cultivate that chi is to see how you can release stress, and that really connects to the liver, because stress and liver, the liver controls the smoothness of the chi in the body. The smoother the chi, the more relaxed you are, and more, and your other senses are opening up. You can bring into your life what you desire. So one thing to cultivate this energy is to see everything that comes your way as as acting toward for you and not against you. Even some difficulties, you know. I remember when the pandemic started and all my classes in person were just stalled and I stopped teaching completely. I was asking the universe, okay, thank you for that. You know, you're saying yes to this. Okay, good. And what is this? How does this help me? How does this comes for my assistant? So it's very important. We're talking about this subject a lot, but it also relates to luck. So the energy that you're bringing into a situation would really determine what would happen. So if you're afraid from a situation, if you're stressed about it, that's what you bring forth. And and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes things are coming our way. We didn't ask them. We don't want them. They're not good. But the practice is always to ask, where where is this taking me? Where is the good? Where's the good here? And this is one of the way to start seeing everything is worked towards you. Everything works for your growth. and ultimately for your goodness. And that kind of takes stress out, and connect you with your chi, connect you with the source energy when you talk to that energy. Yeah. Also, one thing that is also very important in cultivating this good luck chi is visualization, is to plan for the future, is to have desire, have um, have a vision where you want to be a few months from now, where you want to be in the end of this year. Like have a goal, have a vision for the future, have a vision for what you want, and work on it consistently every day. Like meditate on it, and as many times as you are in a very calm state, in what we called a lot of times in research, like science now tapping into this energy as well, and they call it they can measure it into an alpha brainwave or theta brainwave, which is a very meditative state, and things come into your life in this state. So it's no wonder that practicing more qigong, practicing more meditation every day, daydreaming, visualizing about the future, everything, things that come into your life, you're asking, oh, is this my answer? Where's the answer? Ask question with with good answers. So question with good answer would be, what would it take to get this into my life? Connect with the energy, all so being in the flow, release stress. Um, that would be a very powerful way to cultivate good fortune and luck. We say happy go lucky. The people that are are lucky are happy, are just, they're just, it just gets to them. They don't stress things out, and everything that comes your way that doesn't seem good, you know, it doesn't, you don't perceive it as good, you just wait and see. Uh, and that's the aspect of what we call certainty, certainty in the goodness of the universe, certainty and hope. Not it's not even hope, is certainty, is absolute certainty that things are going for you at all times. And and if you don't see them now, just wait. It's about to be seen. So this is kind of like an attitude of cultivating it. And this is really a perfect time to talk about this subject, because it's connecting to to stress, to liver chi, to visualization, and one thing that is very challenging in this kind of practice is to be between the yin and yang. And this is what the Tao talks about. What does that mean in the liver? So when we have a goal, when we have the goal, the strongest desire that we have towards the goal, the more likelihood that we have expectation. And if something doesn't go our way, we're going to be very upset. So so the stronger the goal you have, so the more directional, like you're working on visualization, you know exactly what you want, you're working towards it and working towards it. And if something along the way is not working completely the way you see it, we get really bent out of shape. And that's exactly what the expectation, the more aspiration, inspiration you have, then you have more the expectation. Then when the expectation don't meet exactly your goal, you're feeling defeated and put down and depressed. So that's really what the Tao is talking about, how to be flexible. And that's the flexibility in the spring. We talk about being flexible in your mind. So if something comes, so sometimes in the in the manifesting workshop, we talked a little bit about it. We talked about, we all wants to see, you have a river and you want the river to flow directly to the ocean, like straight, right? The trees are growing directly to the sun, and you want your targets, your dreams to go in a straight line, but there's no straight line. River always meandering. If there's a boulder, the river won't go into the boulder. It would go around it. It would find the easiest way. And so are we need to be relaxed. And that's what's the teaching of the Tao, is how to be, they say there's actually a poem about liver qi. Maybe I'll post it for you guys to see it. It's having direction, but they say take the like how women tie their hair in a bundle, and they say take the bundle out of your hair, be free your hair. It says in the Tao, like like feel relaxed, feel free. That's very important. Yield to what comes your way. So the tree is growing into the sun. Yeah, it's true. It's a very directional, very strong ascension. But at the same time, if the tree wouldn't be flexible and relaxed, it wouldn't succeed. It would fall. It will topple over. And so this is what we call the way, and how to invite anything that comes into your life, and trust the universe that if you're doing your work, if you have a dream, it's gonna realize. If your spirit is aligned with it, if you authentically want it. Sometimes we want things because somebody tells us that this will be good for us, right? Sometimes we have a salesman knock on our door and tell us that we need this. You need this product, but you don't need it. How many salesmen, when you're looking at the commercial, and how many salesmen you get during the day? So many people trying to sell you their, yeah. So what if you desire something that is authentically it's true to your spirit? Yeah, you will get it. So so the so being in good luck is really, first of all, is kind of understanding these energetical principles, working on visualization, having dream, and getting into a flow state through meditation, through qigong practice. That's gonna open your antennas for energy, and connect with people, and sometimes answer comes from places that we never knew. Like yesterday I met a person in the street, and he said that he knew me from San Francisco. I'm here in Palm Springs, and all of a sudden he talks about, how can I teach qigong in Palm Springs and things like that. And I thought it would be nice to have, so like, always open yourself to opportunities, to for something that will come your way. And um and so so uh so it's no wonder whenever you practice more of these types of practices, more in the flow, you're more relaxed, still have a clear direction, luck comes to you. And when you get what you want, you have to celebrate it, really celebrate it. And when you succeeded in something, really celebrate it, and see, I'm getting what I wanted. So so have good luck is also supporting that energy when it appears in your life, when it manifests itself in your life. And so it's more of a, it's really fun if you pay attention to it. And the thing is, when you pay attention to it, and when you're noticing more times that you were lucky and get what you wanted, more of that shows up in your life. It's just how energy works. More of that showing up in your life if you remember, hey, I was so lucky getting this and this a year ago, and this one, and this person talked to me, and this. And all of a sudden, when you remember that and you're in that flow state, all of a sudden more things appear to you and come to you. And this is the more you put energy there, and the more it gets to you more. So yeah, visualization leads the mind leads the chi. Yeah, and luck is chi, is a type of energy. And you can guide it through visualization, you can guide it through your mind, you can guide it through past experience, you can guide it through all of these. So that's what I have to say today. Wow, I talked a lot. uh, somebody, thanks. Carla says, thanks, Ellie. Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, good. Thank you so much, Carla. Uh, so I'll just want to open it for anybody that wants to say anything related to this. Yes, Edward.
So this is great, and this is what it's really all about to me. It's as we you and I, it's our word, my word creating my world. If I say, "Oh, great," it shows up great. If I say, "Oh, crap," that's what ends up showing up in the universe. So what I've learned, very important, it's not about luck. It's not about health. It's about good luck. It's about good health. So I really define what I'm asking for. You know, when you say happy, happy means happy, not good happy. It's happy. It's all good in that one word. When you're sad, you're sad. It's not bad sad, or it's sad. But luck and chi, you want good chi, you want good luck. And I always acknowledge it. I go, "Oh, thank you, God. This is a miracle." And that's what shows up in my life every day, because I keep on just what you're saying. I keep on repeating it and acknowledge it. And I also got the secret of it is serve your humanity. It's not, I want all the money in the world. Yes, good money to me. It's that the flow is there for everybody. It's not to be selfish. It's not for me to have good health. It's for all of us to have good health. It's for all of us to have good chi. And clear your universe into just goodness. And it's amazing how it works.
Beautiful. Thank you for this discernment about good luck and good chi. Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, this is beautiful, and really it's in our state of mind. And what I've noticed personally is the more when I enter this world of meditation and qigong, things do show up in my life more, and because you're in a better state of health, a better state of relaxation, your body feels good, your mind feels clearer, and you can bring better chi into your life. So good chi.
Yeah. Ellie, also, you don't know the outcome. Something could happen, but you don't know what it's going to lead to.
Mhm.
And in that concept, not knowing is a great space to be,
Right.
because your word can create that good,
Yeah.
this too shall pass,
Yeah.
and goodness will come for everyone
Yeah.
for this. And I will experience it so I can give away to others,
Hmm.
and then it shows up.
Yeah. The not knowing. True. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. The
Not knowing is where creation is. Yeah.
Yes. 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 And thank you. Yeah, Claudia, you raised your hand.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little bit unclear about how to be like the river that goes around the rocks.
Oh,
When
yes.
when the boulder is in the middle, then the water just goes around, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Okay.
even
So,
something that's growing in the sun, and the sun changes position. Sometimes the plants start leaning over in that direction to get the sun, right?
mm-hmm.
So, I, so you have this thing that your goal, and it's very authentic for you, and something may crop up, and then I understand just to keep practicing and meditating and all of that, but I'm a little unclear about it.
This is about, yeah, the rock is about changing direction.
Yeah.
Is about it's not about quitting or changing the
Right.
goal. It's about like trying something else. So like, for instance, I always give the same, because it's just so easy. The same example. When I started to teach Qigong, in the beginning, I taught it for a few years in a small studio in the Mission in San Francisco. It was on the second floor, and on the bottom, it wasn't a very nice place. There was the homeless, and people had to like knock on the. Anyway, it was really hard to get to, but I was doing everything I can. I did like flyers, and I was just starting to teach, and it just didn't work. And now I tell you, it was on the. I tell you, it was on the second floor. It was very hard to get to. It was in not a nice neighborhood, but back then I just didn't think about it. I thought, oh, it's a studio. I'm teaching. I didn't think like why people don't come, and but it just, I did everything I can, the advertisement, and that was the rock. That was the rock. And and after a year or two, I don't remember, between a year to 2 years, I decided, I'm gonna just close this class, and I had an opportunity to teach somewhere else. It was more money for rent, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna change direction, and I changed it, and all of a sudden people start coming, and energy starts flowing, and so I didn't said I'm gonna make it right
Right.
here in that studio, whatever it takes. People would come here. No, I was like, okay, it's not working. And your mind start thinking, am I a bad teacher? And like, what's like, you starting to question, maybe this shouldn't be. And especially when I just started, I'm like, oh, should I go back to architecture? Like, what, I cannot tell you. I mean, of course these things came. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, what did I do? But I was adamant. I was like, this was my thing. This was my thing, and I wanted to make it through, and I changed direction. I went around I went around the
Yeah.
rock and changed direction, and try many, many different things. I tried so many different things. I tried to teach here, to try there. I tried different workshops. This workshop worked. This workshop did not work. Until I looked at other people. What did they do? My teachers, what did they do? And I started to like see what works. At that point, you're trying to figure it out. But so the water seeks its way, and I always find the easiest way out.
Mhm.
The I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So sometimes we struggle, but the water it's not gonna chisel through the rock. It's just gonna go around it. And sometimes we feel defeated and we lose. Yeah, I could have said, okay, it's not for me. Forget it. It's like 2 years and nobody, just 2 students shows up. I'm gonna quit. But I didn't quit. I decided, okay, let's try, and because that was my bliss. Qigong was my bliss. I really wanted to make it happen. So I was like, I can make it happen. I will make it happen. Yeah. So I have to have love for what I do. But that was kind of like the example of the water goes around the rock.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So so less struggle, more flow. But yeah, keep the goal, keep the aim. So thank you so much for joining me into this Chi Talk. Yes,
Eli,
Corinne.
I
Yes.
have a question for you,
Yeah.
because you always seems so happy and joyful. Do you have like a daily practice, something like that? What is your secret? What do you eat? What do you drink? What do you smoke? I don't know.
Ooh, I drink this special drink. I'm gonna share with you the recipe in a minute.
Oh.
I think it's the way you look at life. Yeah, the qigong, the meditation, that helped me to, and of course I'm not happy all the time. Sometimes I'm grumpy.
You look happy all
But-
the time.
but you see, it's I think that's what I'm trying to say. That what I said today is really I think the secret is like, when things don't go the way you want, when things, bad thoughts coming into your mind, you know, when bad thoughts, but bad emotion comes into your mind. Why they're coming into your mind? And to understand that don't identify with them. And how do you shift? How do you shift? And things are not appearing as they seem to appear. There's bad thoughts and bad feelings are usually by appearances. Things appear. Yeah, it appear to you, but for a different person appears differently. You know, like me and my partner, we bought this place in Palm Springs, and I was very tense. I was like, oh man, there's a lot, and you have to pay the gardener, you have to pay all these taxes, and like, I don't see how we're gonna make it. I think that was maybe a mistake. You know, I was thinking, my mind was like starting to think, and he was like, he was like, he loved it. No, it's all gonna be fine. It's so the reality showed to me differently than it showed to him, you know, and I decided to shift this, and always it's a whole practice in Buddhism, by the way. The things, the way they appear is not true. The appearance of things are not as you see them. So if you feel like negativity coming to your mind, how can you change it? How can another person sees these things differently? Why are you seeing it that way? You don't have to ask that question. Why am I seeing it that way? You have to just shift the energy. You have to just understand that this is just appearances. And when I got out of this very quickly, because I was like, this is not going to help me. If I bought a place here and now I'm going to think, oh, it's going to be, oh, look at all the expenses that we have. You know, if I'm going to put energy there and look at all the expenses, guess what's going to happen? And instead, I was like, oh, this is going to be it. That's going to bring us on the horse. That's how. And I start getting excited. What, you know? So I work with this energy. So I get out of it. I remember this teaching. Things appear. The appearance of things is a perception, is a wrong perception. You can perceive things differently. And I think it's a lot working with this. And I think a lot of it, you know, it's working with your body, being in your body, loving your body, and working with moving your body, being in the move all the time, and every day finding something really fun to do, something that would nourish you. You know, I think that's that's my secret.
Yeah, Ellie, can I say something?
Yeah.
I think you have a good attitude. Okay, because yes, you did just purchase a home in Palm Springs, and all your expenses are what they're going to be. But now you're sitting in your backyard in the sun, enjoying yourself, having this meeting, and that's the positive thing. So this is going to be a huge learning experience for you. And we are looking forward to maybe you doing a retreat down there. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yes. So my dreams are now, I'm expanding them. Yeah. And Corinne, I think you did a lot of amazing things in your life too, because I remember we talked a little bit. And amazing. And part of it is to acknowledge yourself and be proud of all the progress that you've done, you have done in your health, in your you know, and really marinate in that, in being proud, being grateful of where you are, you know, and appreciate, you know, that's so important.
Thank you.
Yes, Edward.
Yeah, Ellie, very important distinction here is that you were serving your partner, and when you give it away to someone else, and you know, okay, you know, you see it's clear, you see it's good, I'm with you. And by serving someone else and doing it for others, it's amazing what shows up. And again, without thinking, I can't do this, but you're telling me we can. Okay, I trust you. and you've built up over a period of time of being together of trust.
Mhm.
And just, it's like
Mhm.
Carly Simon would sing, I haven't got time for the pain.
Mhm.
Just I'm serving you, my partner. I'm doing it for you. And I want to be part of it with you. And watch what happens when you do it for others. It's amazing.
Thank you so much for connecting with this kind of altruism, kind of like giving it out or giving to somebody else. Because somebody asked the Dalai Lama, "What can I do with negative thinking, with negative emotion?" And it's like, negative emotion comes from two reasons. That's what he said. One is appearances, how things appear, reality, and we know that reality, the appearances of things is wrong, and you can change it, and the reality, the reality will change.
Mhm.
That's one thing. And the other things is something what Edward says, that the negative emotion, the other reason that it comes from, it's from self-centeredness, from focusing too much on your own good
Mm.
and not giving to others, and thinking altruism, or giving things to others, getting out of the self-centeredness attitude, and me, always about me, and seeing how things can serve a greater good and others. That would be the other thing. So these two things, in Buddhism, and the Dalai Lama said it very beautifully. He said it in very short, concise, in two sentences. But that's very important. And I think for me, the appearances of things, how things appear, is not true. You um, always remember that things that how they appear to you is not, thinking about a person so badly, and this guy is bad or whatever. You remember that it's not nothing is the reality that it seems to be. It's always, don't be too strong on anything. And that I've learned it through self of meditating a long time, uh, for many silent retreats I've done. And I learned things are never be too much, too opinionated, too attached. And that's the liver thing. We just uh, relax, and just, yeah, that's very important. Yeah, Edward, you wanted to.
So, a very cute, funny thing. And it always worked. My sons always wanted a different restaurant to go to, and my wife wanted a different restaurant. And the ones they wanted, well, I didn't really want to go there. Do you know who had the best meal that night? I made it okay to go where they wanted. And I end up saying, wow, this is really great. So it's just like serving others. And just, well, it's a meal. So, well, which one do you want, David, Michael, Karen? Which one? Who wants, And it worked. And I had the best meal.
It
All
just
right.
goes to show sometimes when we're not so stubborn, we get the best out of it.
Perfect, Marty. And that's the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah.
And even with sickness, it's like, just I don't have time for that. I can't do that. I need to be there for everyone else. And it's amazing what doesn't show up and what does show up. So
The
Beautiful.
one thing
don't
I'm
be
going to take
stubborn.
away from today is that I don't want to be the rock that is so stubborn and holding back, but be the water and learn to go around things, learn to flow, ebb and flow with your day. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
It
Perfect,
makes you.
Marty.
Beautiful. Love it. All right. Thank you, guys. That was really fun. That was a really fun talk. Let's get back into a closing ceremony. Let's just come back into our body. Close your eyes and just see how you feel in your body. How you feel in your heart, your hips, and your belly, and your brain, arms, the hands. the feet on the floor. And as you feel your body inwardly, your attention to a larger energy field around you. If you feel that your energy good, open it beyond the wall of your room, open it to the whole room and beyond the wall of your room, to the whole universe, the sky above, the forest, the mountains, the lakes, the oceans, behind you, in front of you, the earth beneath you. And with each breath, absorb the chi from the universe. Absorb this abundance, the sense of flow, of vitality. Outside of you and inside of you. Kind of blend the boundary between you and the universe, between the physical body, energetic body. When we are close to nature, we go back to a place of healing and health, good health. Because there's harmonious energy all around us. And absorb all that energy inside of your body and focus it on the dantian, on the point between the navel and the spine. The dantian is your energy center. Like you have a mini universe here that mirrors the big universe. And we usually visualize it as warm, radiant, and vibrant. That connects us to the digestive fire. That brings us physical health and vitality. Right in the navel area inside. Your mind is very attentive, visualizing this ball of chi. Nice, and from here, let's open our eyes gently, softly. Beautiful. So we started our opening ceremony with the heart and the upper dantian, and now we're in the lower dantian, closing it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was really, really nice. Thank you so much, not only for, I think this is serving a greater purpose, and there's a lot of people actually listening to this, and your presence here is part of it, is a big part of it. So allowing me to do that. So thank you again so much for attending. And until next time.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye. Enjoy your
Bye.
time in